The war in West Asia has spilled over to one of the world's busiest trade routes. American missiles and Houthi drones have been in action over the Red Sea. The question being, will the US be able to contain the Yemeni threat to the route, or will it end up escalating tensions in the already boiling region?
Half of the container ships that regularly transited the Red Sea and Suez Canal are now avoiding the route. The Houthi threat in the Red Sea has redrawn the commercial route around Africa. Called the Cape of Good Hope, the route takes 25% more time to transport the goods compared to the Red Sea passage. Expectedly, shipping costs have surged. The spike in product costs includes all things from food grains to your favorite sneakers. As Israel keeps bombarding Gaza in a show of support to Hamas, Yemen's Houthi rebels have threatened to attack all Israel-bound ships passing through the Bab el-Mandeb. Making good their threat, this week too the Houthis targeted the Liberia-flagged MSC United.
The naval forces of the Yemeni armed forces, with God's help, carried out an operation targeting a commercial ship, MSC United, using appropriate naval missiles. The operation to target the ship took place after its crew refused for the third time the calls of the naval forces and repeated warning shots.
Presenting a firm international response to the Houthi threat, earlier this month, US President Joe Biden launched a new maritime force, Operation Prosperity Guardian. The Pentagon said the force will operate as a defensive coalition of over 20 nations. It is expected to ensure safe movement of goods worth billions of dollars through the Red Sea. But less than a week after the announcement, nations are more and more reluctant to link themselves with the Red Sea force. Italy said it will send a ship to the Red Sea only at the request of Italian ship owners, and it will not be part of the US operation fleet. France also said it supports efforts to secure freedom of navigation in the Red Sea, but that its ships will remain under French command. Spain was more blunt. Its Prime Minister said Madrid will not be part of the maritime force and that it even opposes using the EU anti-piracy fleet to counter the Houthi threat.
We believe that Operation Atalanta does not have the characteristics, nor is it the nature of the operation required and needed in the Red Sea. In Atalanta, what we are doing is operating in the Indian Ocean. What we are doing there is fighting a particular phenomenon of piracy, and in the Red Sea, the situation is completely different. The risk is different, and the nature of the challenge is different.
For countries that are part of the force, contributions can range from dispatching warships to even sending a single staff officer. And even such loose terms, many nations have not made their intention or contribution clear. In the region itself, Saudi Arabia and the UAE have distanced themselves from the OPG. One reason is that countries do not want to risk becoming a Houthi target. Secondly, the forces linked to the Israeli operation in Gaza. That is a deal breaker for the European leaders, who have expressed their reservations about Netanyahu's strategy in Gaza. Their voters have been strident in their calls for a ceasefire, and even a hint support the Israeli siege could cost the leaders their votes. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.